Thanks for staying with us here on Breakfast Central. Joining us to analyze the front pages of the newspapers is you watching us. Yes, you can call the number on the screen. But don't forget too that we have our very own in-house analyst. You could call him international journalist of repute, public affairs analyst as well. Mr. Habib Aruna is here on a Monday morning. Good morning.
Thank you so much. More title. A senior man.
Senior man. I forgot that, you know. And
he's wearing journalism.
He's wearing the green of Senegal. I can see a bit of a teranga.
I was in the party. We had our decision yesterday. Kind of the party in my estate.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm the chairman of the estate.
Are you not invited us?
Are you in the estate? He has invited us to another place.
We are not coming.
No, it's not like that.
Yesterday was our party.
We're glad to have you, Mr. Habib.
Thank you so much for being here.
I want us to, there's so much to talk about in Nigeria and also in the international community, and there's also some bit of sports. But let's get straight to it with this Nigerian newspaper. Can we have the front page of this Nigeria, please?
If you ask, can we have it, and the director say no, Uncle?
Yeah. Wow, this is a very serious
diagnosis, negligence, few silent deaths in hospitals. Mixed diagnosis, negligence, few silent deaths in hospitals.
Yes.
According to report, from forgotten surgical tools to fatal, that happened last week.
Yes.
To fatal anesthesia errors. Survivors demand accountability as failures expose weak oversight. NDLEA arrests wanted drug kingpin 12 years after killing 3 officers. I saw that story yesterday. New tax law, traders, business owners reject bank transfers, insist on cash.
Well, Howard.
Caution
unintended consequences
over VAT exploitations, customer urge CBN. So from one problem to the other. Let's take the big story on the front page. Then most definitely.
And there's some top good news at the top right corner.
Airstrikes neutralize over 40 terrorists in Borno State. But let's start off with the new tax law. I don't know if you've adjusted your business.
There's no any report that people were killed this weekend.
Oh yeah, the woman with her 6 children.
That's not any report.
That's a sad one.
There are reports. There are reports, and in Borno State too. And this is just one newspaper, so it's not here to Huru. And by the way, Mr. President is back.
Absolutely.
The presidential handler says he's back from Dubai, but he didn't put the complete picture. That before he was in Dubai, where was he? Anyway, but that's another issue. But let's talk about this, the new tax laws. This is very serious. And it's leading to...
the lead story.
Okay, let's start with the lead story. Misdiagnosis, negligence, fuel silent death in hospitals. There was a story in the BBC, very sad story. I think it was BBC Hausa. Yes, about a man took his wife to the hospital and they forgot scissors. The X-ray, in Kano. Very sad. And this is part of the issues they're talking about. What is responsible for misdiagnosis? You know, a lot of doctors would just tell you it's typhoid and malaria without conducting tests. Even when they conduct tests, they still have misdiagnosis. People are forgetting tools in different bodies of people. What's responsible for this?
It's a poignant reminder that our health system is in bad shape, with federal and states. And the death of the son of Chidamanda brought out many things. Don't forget that before Gani died, Gani was misdiagnosed of this sort truth or something. Not when Gani actually had cancer. That's when he now went abroad that they confirmed that he was having cancer.
And who knows if they had detected it earlier.
And it was late.
Exactly.
But these things are always tackled and can be addressed and cured.
Early diagnosis.
Early.
Yeah.
So this is a very, very big story. And this story is from a report that they've gathered over time. You know. So I think the federal government and the state government can do more. Can do more in checkmating and make sure that these hospitals are doing the right thing. I was telling, I told you guys here last week or 2 weeks ago, that the general hospitals are better. They are far, far better in addressing these things than all these so-called specialists and private hospitals. No, if Ghana had, for example, gone to a federal hospital, a general hospital, I think they will have diagnosed it in the right way. He went to a specialist hospital in Lagos with all this money, and it was wrongly detected. So I think it's a story. All of us should show concern, and that the right things must be done. Both federal, because all these federal medical centers, they are also being accused of the same thing. How can you, for God's sake? This is not the first time it's happening. Some people in Lagos, they forgot City House after operation.
Wow.
Why on heart? I'm thinking that there are many people in the room when you are operating a patient. How can you forget?
And you went to medical school.
And I'm not sure those responsible are
medical negligence.
Or persecuted. So I think we should raise the alarm.
And we citizens also have a role to play, for calling for accountability.
Absolutely.
I've seen many cases now. There are really incredible doctors. I love and I respect doctors. A large number of my friends are medical doctors, but I've also seen my fair share of medical negligence. Something as little as you're at the hospital, the doctor is making prescription, you've not even asked for my history. My medical history. You're prescribing medications that are non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, not asking if I have ulcer and if I can take this medication.
Correct.
A member of my family today cannot lift up one hand because of medical negligence, simply because they gave her an injection that shouldn't have been given to a hypertensive person. And things went down. They didn't do x-ray after an accident, and before everything went downhill. So it's
and really, the best you get is we are sorry.
When I was abroad, my daughter was misdiagnosed. Daughter-in-law.
Yeah.
Misdiagnosed. And it was now reacting in a very funny way. I had to call my friend to immediately take her to an hospital. My own daughter. So these people are very funny and I'm very careless.
And what's sad is because there are sham hospitals, but there are good hospitals that know what they're doing.
Absolutely.
But the unfortunate thing is sometimes people can't even afford them. But even in this case now, we've seen is a good hospital that's been accused. Okay, let's. I want us to quickly take as many papers as we can. Let's quickly move to Nigerian Tribune. On the front page of the Nigerian Tribune, the big story is about 2027 presidency. Debate over religious balance on Tinubu's tickets hots up.
And a good story.
Very good story. Northern leaders rule out Bishop Kuka, say he's politically exposed, and the X-ray General Musa and Iwata. Let's get your reaction to this.
Yes.
Before you respond, let's make our audience know that your comments are welcome on YouTube. I will take comments from YouTube regarding any of these stories. But let's talk about
your
religious...
thoughts. Yes.
Don't forget that the president picked Shetima as running mate. There are two major things about picking running mates in modern politics. The first one is bringing someone that you think can help you to win. No matter the coloration, be it tribal, religious, or something.
Political value.
Yes, what you can bring to the table makes you win. The second one is what the Chinese theory in the US is someone that can help you to rule. Someone that has the experience, the capacity, the knowledge, who has been there all along, that can help you and put you right. When it's in the room, anything it says, it's always consequential and valuable. Those are the major tests. But the president picked Shetima. One, Shetima, brilliant, then two, a Muslim. To him, that is the only person that can help him to win. And he won. That was political experience, and he won. But it is a different scenarios. The dynamics have changed. Trump is beating on all of them now. So anything they are doing, they're always mindful of what
Trump
is minding the White House will be thinking.
Yeah.
So I don't think that the president will be so careless to pick a Muslim again.
But why do you say again? Why is there no guarantee for Shetima?
I wanted to people at home can also be well informed. It's difficult for them to pick a Muslim again. One, because of the Trump factor. Second one again, because of the CAN factor. CAN factor.
There was CAN when he picked Shetima.
No. This is becoming, the CAN is more powerful now. Because somebody in White House and listen to them. Listen to them. Have you seen Nigeria making a statement on the removal of
Venezuela or Greenland?
These guys are implicitly They are not. They are afraid of the man. So it's difficult. I will, because the man is saying that even with a Christian, not a Christian, we can still win. We can still win.
Okay, I like
the opposition are coming together, the coalition, to present the candidate at the formidable and electable. They can give me a run for his money. But it will pick a formidable and credible Christian, like Musa, for example. Musa, that's a good candidate.
Okay.
So those things will play out. But I don't see him picking a Muslim.
Mr. Habib Aruna, glad that you have landed. Safe journey. So I'm going to go ahead and ask my question now. Are we not getting ahead of ourselves, thinking that Mr. President, because this is unprecedented since 1999, I mean, in the history of Nigeria, nobody has replaced their running mate while contesting for a second term. So number one is, how are we sure that Mr. President is considering replacing a loyal man that has served very well in his capacity as vice president? Number two is the United States factor. Nigeria is a sovereign nation. Nigeria is an independent sovereign nation, and we should not allow foreign affairs to dictate our internal matters. And I don't think the U.S. is so knee-deep into our affairs that, you know, whether you have a Christian or vice presidential running mate will be a factor. The U.S. is occupied with many, many things. They're occupied with Greenland, tariffs, so many things that are happening around the world. So those are my
questions.
Two questions.
Let me start with the last one. Don't deceive yourself.
Okay.
Benga, the world has become a global, not village, global neighborhood. And we all know, I just told you something that we've not responded. There was no statement on the removal of Maduro. When South Africa, Ghana, all of them responded. And that was wrong. Nigeria has not said a word for obvious reasons. The second one is that we all know that this man is watching closely. He's watching closely what we do in the next election. And in the wrong move, we send a wrong message that these people are still persecuting, indirectly, implicitly, Christians. So the issue of sovereignty, yes.
So who made the policy? How is it America's business? Yes.
I know you are not playing the devil advocate.
No, I'm not.
Yes, sovereignty, yes. But there was sovereignty when they attacked Sokoto. This man is
was a collaborative effort.
Is redrawing the norms, global norms. Trump, even quite presently yesterday,
the Greenland issue,
that they will not allow him to take over Greenland. And we said they wanted to him again that any attempt to attack militarily, taken by force, will be the end of NATO. And the man is a very funny man. He said, "Now we go ahead."
He's going to impose tariffs on.
Then on the first question,
EU
question, yeah, we are not there yet. But from the look of things, President Tinubu is a very smart man, very pragmatic. Nobody thought before now. Nobody thought we pick a Muslim.
But it's very loyal to.
Look at our trajectory. First, second, third republic. The president, they've always picked
Christian or
Muslim.
So you think he will sacrifice
No. It's about political interest.
Political pragmatism.
I'm told absolutely it's about political interest. And who says he will not give Shetima a right job eventually? But I don't see him returning him based on the things on ground and his interest.
We'll be here to discuss this when it happens.
All right, let's hear from Uche from Abia State. Good morning, Uche.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Yeah. I have a question to ask. Are we not too religious in this country? That is my question, because federal government will set up a holiday for Muslims and a holidays for Christians. At the same time, federal government will roll out money for pilgrimage, both the state and federal government. At the same time, too, the same people that goes to pilgrimage will siphon our money. At the same time, the holidays by Christians and Muslims, they will commit atrocities. Please, can anybody around you people tell me anywhere in the world that developed by religion. Hello?
Hi,
Well,
we
with
can
you.
hear you.
The way our government destroyed the poor people's lives, regards to what you have shown us, Makoko, these are people that took an oath to protect life and property. At the same time, they are destroying the property of the poor ones without providing any place for them. Which country does that? God bless you people.
God bless you too. So he believes
you
we're
so
an
much.
over-religious country, and
Wow.
he's asking, is there any country in the world that has been developed as a result of religion? Just to mention, we'll be taking one or two more calls, or a few more calls, and YouTube. Please go there to drop your comment. All right, this comment is referring to something earlier said, but we want the comment to be, okay, let me just take it anyway. Osas says, this is really sad. The Lagos State government should change the motto of Lagos to Center for the Rich so that we poor people don't bother to stay in Lagos.
So what state should the poor people go to?
If you ask me, who I go ask. Olumide Alade says, how long will we keep choosing electoral advantage over competence and capacity? If Nigeria must move forward, religion and tribal affiliation cannot be our criteria for leadership. So how do we find that divide between saying we're only going on merit basis, but we also want adequate representation? That's another concern there. So still on the front page of the Punch newspaper, federal government allocates below 1% of 2026 budget to fight poverty. Below 1% for a country that, you know, is multidimensionally, we have a huge number that's multidimensionally poor. Cash rush, ATM withdrawals jump 198% to 36 trillion naira. Oyo cries politics as Makinde faces EFCC prosecution. Drama as Senegal beat Morocco to claim AFCON title. INC protests over Fubara impeachment plot. Motorists talk as multiple collisions round Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. 2027, my re-election is unstoppable. OT tells Oji Uzokalo. Let's start with OT. Saying that his re-election is unstoppable. There's a certain, I feel like there's a certain overconfidence that you have when you feel like you've delivered.
No, there's nothing like overconfidence. We all know that OT has delivered.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like he has the confidence because he knows he has delivered.
OT in his manifesto to the people of Abia State told them he will do A, B, C, D. And so far, he's been able to do A, B, C, remaining D. So the people of Abia State, in my own reckoning, from reports, they are happy with the governor.
Yeah.
So if some people who think they are landlord of the state are not saying that they will remove him, only is telling them that it will be difficult. Because the people will decide. And if the people will decide it's fair, I don't see anybody defeating that man. But even though the platform which we use to compete is still being debated.
Issues. So maybe people at that point, the citizens of the state will not think
people
about
are saying that he should join his friend Peter Obi in
the
ADC. And some are saying that he should stay to remain.
Stick to it.
But either way, OT is the man to beat in Abia.
Okay, and let's move to Oyo State. The Human and Environmental Development Agenda header has petitioned the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, over alleged diversion, misapplication, and criminal breach of trust involving 30 billion naira released by the federal government to the Oyo State government in the aftermath of the January 2024 Bodija explosion in Ibadan. The petition was signed by header chairman Mr. Olarawaji Suraju, and it was addressed to the EFCC chairman Mr. Olanipekun Lukoyede. Queried the status of the funds released for the compensation of explosion victims, reconstruction, and emergency relief. Meanwhile, Oyo State is crime politics. They are saying that it's politics here that is at play.
You know, I think we can, on our own here, we can prognosticate the fact that nobody that has joined APC is under intense pressure from the EFCC. Look at Delta State.
Yes.
The former governor
Yes.
has been sleeping well now. He's joined APC.
Final call.
And anytime you make a noise, look at, we saw what happened to Tambuwa, now Malame. They're not saint. Nobody is. No one is a state. But the fact remains that as long as you start to make noise against the federal government, then they will open your fire. That's what we are saying here. Now, there was an explosion in your state, Bodija. I was born and bred in Ibadan. There was an explosion, and the federal government intervened. They gave Makinde some money, which he did not spend. It was when this fracas, this on and off between Makinde and Wike took place, that they now remembered that they give Makinde some money. And this petition may be a written script to put fire on Makinde. So I think yes, this should just do its job. Yes, no one is a saint. But the fact is that, why is it that it is when you are against, when you are fighting the federal government,
that you start to have all these issues?
Yes, that is the question.
But should that matter, or should you not even have any skeletons in your cupboard in the first place?
Exactly, he who comes to equity must come with cleaners.
Yes.
But people are saying, why is it that it's only when you are making noise that they are on fire?
So to endeavor not to have skeletons in your cupboard.
People that are joining APC, I'm an APC member. People that are joining APC, they are not under the fire.
Oh, that's the principle of deodorization and insecticide.
So we can raise questions, raise concern, and make conclusions that EFCC is not being thorough.
Balanced and fair.
It's not been fair in this case, you know.
Okay.
Okay. We have a call from Chukudi. One more call. Good morning. Thank you very much.
Momo from Sokoto.
Momo from Sokoto, yeah.
Good morning.
How are you?
Well, very well, thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Momo.
Good morning. We
Please
can
go
hear you.
ahead.
Go ahead.
So I'm calling from Sokoto.
Okay. Go on, please.
Very interesting what I heard concerning the discussion that you people are having. And it is very important that we should also tell ourselves the truth in everything we are doing.
Momo, we're struggling to hear you.
Hello?
We're struggling to hear you. If you can speak up, please.
You're not hearing me?
Yes,
would
we can,
appreciate
but
if you can speak up,
We're
please.
struggling.
You're barely audible.
Hello?
Unfortunately, we cannot take that call. All right, INC protest over Fubara impeachment plot. What's happening in Rivers State again? Every day another drama. First of all, in fact, I can't start recalling it again, but
I was listening to your program this morning when I was on the waiting room. I like the way you guys handle the issue. You see, it's disturbing. Nobody is asking question again about governance in Rivers State. That'll be a lot of money. The people are the ones suffering now. Education is suffering. Healthcare is suffering. Infrastructure is suffering. Security is suffering in Rivers State because of Wike and Fubara. So, yesterday my platform did a story who we call Wike to order. Someone should call him to order. The 4 people that came out last week to preach for peace, they've gone back to the Wike camp.
But don't they find it disrespectful? Like, do people not have shame for themselves? Can't you just choose where you want to be?
Fubara too should try and reach out to these people. Because what they are saying is that it's not reaching out to them. That's what some of them said.
Who?
The government makers in the press conference.
But there's reaching out and there's reaching out. What type of reach out do they want?
My own concern here is governance in Rivers State.
And the people of Rivers State.
Yes.
Make us say there's reaching out and there's reaching out. What kind of reaching out are we speaking about?
No, make us answer that.
NTA, your reach out station.
Very mischievous.
We'll just leave it there.
So, on a very serious note, I think someone should call Wike to order. There should be peace in that state. There is crisis in that state. There can be good governance.
Okay.
People of Rivers State are the ones suffering in this crisis. And they should.
So should Mr. President intervene again?
Absolutely.
In what form? He intervened with the state of emergency. So what type of intervention would be necessary now?
He should again intervene so there be peace.
No, what sort of intervention?
No, it's a political issue. It's not illegal. It's not illegal.
So why wasn't he solved during that 6 months break?
And the president has a duty, to call his man to order. So there can be peace, there can be good governance in Rivers State.
Or should allow his man to face PDP issues since he's not a member of the APC. Anyway, some factions of PDP will tell you he's been expelled. He's also not a member. Yeah. And it was presented with an expulsion certificate. Anyway, so he's a free agent at the moment.
We don't know where the thing is coming from.
Well,
the next election.
We don't know. We don't know. Right? We still
the next election.
Importers outpaced Dangote with 62% supply in 2025. So despite the fact that we have a refinery and everything, the report shows that there was 62% supply in importation.
And then the writer says federal government report shows high stakes struggle for Nigeria. Yeah.
That's the way they can make money. But the importers are not in government. There must sign something.
But the Dangote's group says they have the capacity to take care of
where the thing is going. Dangote's intervention is helping the market. Helping people like us. But the thing is going down. Before now,
and there's product availability.
It's available. For the first time in many years, there's nothing like shortage, scarcity. There are no queues on the road.
Yeah.
You know? So I think it's good.
But then the writer says
there will be import because these guys will make money.
The writer says federal government report shows high stakes struggles for Nigeria's petrol market as 15% fuel import duty looms. And they said once you impose this 15%, it gives Mr. Dangote an unfair advantage because he puts the importers in a tight situation. But the Dangote group is saying, look, we have enough refining capacity to take care of Nigeria's petrol needs. So, and we know when we import, we use scarce FX and all of that. And on the good run, it's better to use what you have at home.
Absolutely.
So, are we going to be working towards monopolization if this 15% duty
don't forget that the government is also
off?
mindful of that, of Dangote's. Dangote is a businessman. And the government has a duty to make sure they watch what it's doing, so that it will not unnecessarily fall back on Nigerians, like white consumers. So they are regulating it, and Dangote is cooperating so far.
Okay.
You know. And this import too also affect our foreign exchange.
And I think the battle with Nupeng is over now. So it has
so they're talking. There's always room for negotiation. Okay. You know, they've been talking.
Okay, I think we should end on a happy note.
On a footballing note.
Exactly.
Yes.
Drama as Senegal beat Morocco to claim AFCON title.
No, it was indeed drama.
There was a lot of drama.
I didn't watch it early, I watched it late. But I was very happy. I slept well.
So people are criticizing
because
the Senegalese for staging a walkout.
Nigeria lost unduly. We played the crowd, we played the referee. It was, and our guys tried. I was very proud of them. So yesterday, the Senegalese faced the same thing.
Yeah,
they were lucky that at least they came out on top because those guys were determined psychologically to face the Moroccans and they lost. I was very happy.
And before the game, because there was a lot of things that happened before the game, when the Senegalese players arrived at the train station, they didn't have security. They were mobbed by lots of fans. There was also a report that a wedding ceremony was held in their hotel the night before, so they were complaining about sleeping. There was also complaints about their training facility was exposed to the hotel of the Moroccans, so they could see tactics, and we've been seeing all these sorts of things.
Everything was done.
During the game, they had ball boys remove Edward Mandi's towels. There were distractions. Even Hakimi went there, took his towel. And they were playing against a lot of forces. And then the referee in the 98th minute of extra time, the last minute, awarded what people thought was a dubious penalty to the Moroccans, and the Senegalese players decided to stage a walkout. And people are criticizing them that it's unsportsmanship. They brought the game to disrepute. Long story short, they came back. Brahim Diaz missed the penalty, and they went into extra time. The Senegalese got a winner, and a lot of Africans, sub-Saharan Africans, or not sub-Saharan Africans south of the Sahara, are very happy. So what do you make of that?
Cannot grow this way. You know, people are saying that.
What should they have done?
No, that should be fair atmosphere. You are the host, you know, and that is what makes North African teams. They are always like that. there's always unfair advantage given to the home team against teams from either West or South Africa. You know, and it's not good at all. What happened to Nigeria? Look at what I'm saying now. Look at the pictures just painted.
But the gods,
even before the game, they did not sleep well.
The gods of football
they did everything to make sure that
avenged Nigeria by allowing Senegal.
Congratulations to all Nigerians who are celebrating the win.
You can go on X, you see them.
Our final tweet or final comment on YouTube for today. Monopoly is very dangerous. We should not allow Dangote to be the only supplier of petroleum products in Nigeria. Victor Okebata says. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to our virtual audience.
Thank you so much.
Guest. Thank you, Mr. Aruna.
Thank you. And good luck to the Super Eagles. I believe they're winning the next AFCON in Tanzania, Kenya, and Uganda, 2027, East Africa.
All right.
Absolutely.
We'll be back again.